Okay. My name is Stephen Cuffey, Tyrone Cuffey on Facebook. It's nice to see everyone here again on a great day with a great experience that I'm going to talk to you about today. You know, when you come across opportunities, you don't really know how they're going to be until you actually see it for yourself. Well, when I actually saw this and actually was told about this from Mr. Joe Stevens, a good friend of mine out in New Zealand, he actually, I always know when Joe messages me about something, it's got to be great. I just got to take a look at it. And I'm the same way about him and his family. Try to show them something that I found that I think that could really help them and their whole family. So I immediately went to the Zoom. I think it was the next day or that same day. I'm not sure. All I know is that, I think it was Wednesday he messaged me last week, and I came actually on. I actually watched it that Thursday, New Zealand time, and halfway through that experience, I was just floored. I said, wow. I already knew I wanted it right then. So what I'm gonna do right now for all of you is to actually share my screen and hold on a minute. And hold on a minute here. Okay. I don't want to show you this here. You're seeing in my back office. I'm gonna just click on. I'm logging out that for right now. Let me see here. I got to go to. Hold on a minute. I don't want to go to that just yet. Hold on a minute. And everything looked large for you because I did it that way for on purpose. Let me reduce it. Okay. I always go to Nara because she's one of our admin, and she sends me a lot of great information. And okay, here we go. Okay, can y'all see? Let me see. Y'all see that okay? Okay, good. All right. Okay. This experience is what you see before here is crowdfunding feeder program brought to you by the Bitcoin Pathway team.
Stephen, your screen's not showing.
Oh, it's not showing? You said it's not showing?
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me stop it again and let me see. Hold on just a moment. Okay, let me share it again and see what happens. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's coming through now.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right. All right, now, what you have before here is a crowdfunding feeder program brought to you by Bitcoin Pathway team. This particular opportunity has two parts to it. This is the crowdfunding feeder program, and it has another one that's called Autobtcbuilder, known as ABB. So when you hear me say ABB, that's what I'm referring to as Autobtcbuilder. But this is this part of the opportunity was actually bought. It wasn't in existence about a year ago, but about maybe 4 months ago, they put into this whole platform because they found that people did not have the actual starting entry fee to come into ABB of 0.56, which is about $57, $58. Well, this opportunity only costs $15 of BTC to start. All right. Now, This particular part has actually 5 stages, but we're going to only talk about 3 out of the 5. And the reason that is because when you come in at a $15 in Bitcoin at level 1, and you bring the key element, and I'm going to say 2, you need to have 2 people in this opportunity or ABB. 2, that's all in the whole life of the program, 2 people. Now, you come in, you bring in 2 people, then you cycle to level 2 in the crowd feeder, and then your income start to increase as your people come over as well, okay? Then you go to level 3. Now at level 3, at that juncture, you now have enough Bitcoin of 0056 to enter into ABB, okay? So this opportunity is just designed to get those in that do not have enough Bitcoin to join ABB, all right? Now, as I scroll down, this is the Autobtcbuilder cycle bonus. Well, it's just talking about the actual 6 levels. But about 3 months ago, they added a level before level 1 called the feeder level or Bitcoin feeder of ABB. Now, I'm going to go to I'm going to log in and go into my back office of ABB. This is the dashboard, and don't be alarmed if you see no money here because I haven't even been in a week yet. Okay, okay. But I have made 1 cycle. It's just that my team has to come over. You know, it's going to come. I'm not worried about seeing Bitcoin. I'm not even worried about that. And I'm understanding how the process works. Okay, but I'm gonna click on my 2x2 or 2x2 network. And what you see here, you see me at the top here. When you put your cursor over it, you see some different information here. You see your username, email ID, and your join date. I joined on July 17th, 2019. Now, I already have 2 people, they're not shown, but I already have 2 people underneath me. This is the actual feeder level, and you see the cost, 0.0056 that I talked about before. All right? When I have my 2, what they're supposed to do is the same thing I did. They need to get 2 each for a total of 6 here. All right? Now, when you start to cycle over to level 1, you're going to receive what you call a fast start bonus, which is about 0.006, I believe. And that's about, when you time that times 2, you'll get about $70 or so, because that's on your 2 people. All right?
120.
Oh, it's 120?
It's 10%. It's 0.006 per person that comes over from your direct downline.
Okay. All right. So it's 10. It's actually on both. Here it's 10% on both, and that is 1 way out of 3 ways of getting paid in each level. You get paid 3 ways in each level. The next way here, you get what you call a cycle bonus. Now that cycle bonus for level 1 is 0.05. Now, when I put in 0.05, currently in the United States, that's $506, about $507. But if I go here to Australian dollar, that's $726. What about New Zealand? $758. What about Naira? hold on a minute. Whoa, huh. That really multiplies there. 183,177 naira. Just in level 1, just your cycle bonus, just one way of getting paid. So keep that in mind. That's a lot. I know you're trying to talk. Okay, hold on just a moment. Yes, that's a lot. All right. Now let's go back. Let's go back to, hold on, Haron.
Level is that.
That's level 1. That's level 1. That's the cycle bonus
to
of
mute
level
your
1.
people, Stephen.
Huh?
You need to mute your people because they shouldn't be able to jump in and talk.
Right. I'm gonna mute
while you're
all.
trying to do the presentation.
Okay, got you. Got you. Okay. Did it. All right. I know that excites people when you see it, okay? And they want to ask questions, but hold your questions till the end of the presentation if you can, okay? Write them down if you need to remember them. Okay, now, that's the second way. That 0.05 is that cycle bonus. Okay, now, as your people come over and they cycle over, they get the same type of Bitcoin and amount of Bitcoin. When all of them are over here and you're ready to cycle to level 2, you're going to receive the actual level amount of 0.0167. So I'm going to go put that in here and just show you what that is. 0.0167. That's the Naira right now. Add it on to the cycle bonus and your 10% on each of your personal 2 you bought in. Okay? Let's go back to now, as I go to level 2, I cycle to level 2, and once my 2 come over, I will receive 10% on those. Okay? I'm not going to get into how much that is, but I'm going to just tell you it's 10% because the 10% increases at each level on your personal 2 that you bought in. You're going to receive a cycle bonus of 0.15. That is what the cycle bonus for Nigerian Naira. Let's go to Australian dollar. It's $207, $217. Let's go to Canadian dollar. It's $200. I don't need to see US because I've seen it already, okay? So let's go back to my back office. And once my whole team come over with me, and by the way, let me point this out to you folks. The same group stays with you all the way through this whole experience, all the way to level 6. And if you come back over, they go with you as well. The only thing difference would be if someone decided to drop out for whatever reason, we will actually put another person in that spot because we have a thing called a rotator, and I'll talk about that later, okay? All right. So I'm not going to go to every level. So basically it works, the same thing works on each level. As your whole team comes over with you, now the third way you're going to receive is a 0.05. Okay? I already did that for you, so you know what that is. Okay. So you cycle from level 1 to cycle level 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. And boy, this is what you really want to see, folks. Now, as you see, the level is 4.05 Bitcoin. But however, at level 6, it is 12.15 Bitcoin on the top of this right here. So this is one way you get paid once you have all your people over. You get 4.05. That's Canadian dollar. Plus, in the Canadian, you receive 12 point, hold on a minute. In addition, that much Bitcoin. All right? Now, all right. Okay, so, all right. Next thing you do, okay, let me go back to my back office. Okay, now, that was the cycle bonus on top of the level. But you also got that 10%, right, of your first two, which is now greater at level 6. But this is what's really huge that you need to see. You're going to also receive everything from level 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your feeder level for a total of 18.2 of Bitcoin, totally. Now let's go back to this right here. 18.2 is 243,163 Canadian dollars. Let's look at for the Australian dollar. 264,652 Australian dollars. Let's look at Naira. 66,738,672 Naira. Nigerian Naira. Now think about that right there, because Bitcoin is a little over 10,000 right now. It went back up. It went down to 99 something last night. It went back up because people are trading now. So on the exchanges. So Bitcoin, when it goes up, which they figure Bitcoin would go to as much as 50,000 by the end of this year. But just think about that. That was 2 times that amount. So the great thing here in your back office is you need to know is that when you cycle out of level 6, you go back to level 1. You don't go back to the feeder level or the Bitcoin level. That's free for you. Just go back over. And we start the process all over again and again and again, as I just explained to you. Now, there are some things you need to know. We have a thing that we call a rotator. So when I was talking about earlier, if one of your team members or team come out and decide to come out, take their income and go, which they can, the rotator design is a very unique rotator. It's designed to fill in the gaps, the people that drop out, and every matrix that we have on our team. So, like Diana stated earlier yesterday, asked that she called it spillover. That's another name for it, but however, it's not. I call it like spillover on steroids, because no one's team is gonna fall by the wayside. We'll always keep that same structure. Okay, that's the great thing about this. And this matrix is not like other matrices that goes down 10 and 16 deep. It's just me, my 2 that I brought in, and their 2 each. That is it. That's your structure of your team. Now we have a thing that is some no-nos. I call them no-nos, but you can call them what you want. We have some rules of our team. Under no, and I repeat, no circumstances would you ever give anyone your personal link when you actually become a part of ABB. Anybody that I refer or you refer, you just reach out to Joe Stevens or Darren Blackley, and they will give you a link to give to that, your referral. That is the process that we're going to use on our team until we find out anything different for our team. This is not like other programs that you just give people your link. I know a lot of us are used to that, but in this opportunity, that's not the case at all presently, okay? Never ever share your personal link. The reason is because it really slows down and stops our rotator. Our rotator is designed to fill in the spots. I can't show it to you. That's what Joe handles, but I can tell you, he showed it real late last night for a little bit, but we won't show that at every particular, because that's not something you really need to be concerned about. The fact that you get your 2, that's the thing. The number one thing you need to be concerned about is getting your 2 and pay the 0056, which is what, $57, $58. Okay? When Bitcoin goes up to about 10,009 something, it's going to be about $60 or $61. I saw that last week. I'm just letting you know. So if you got people out there that want to be a part of this opportunity, please get them out here now while Bitcoin is not 15, 16, and 20,000. Because that 0.0056 will go up. All right? Now, remember again, I'm going to emphasize again, when you come down level 6, remember you're going to receive everything 5, everything 4, everything 3, everything 2, and everything in 1, and your fetal level. Okay? That's a lot of Bitcoin, folks. A lot of Bitcoin. I've never seen a program with this amount of Bitcoin given at level 6. We have some people right now on other teams that's been a little bit longer than I have. They are now going into level 4 and 5, and level 3, and level 3 and 4. Darren, he should be in level 2 any day now. That's here with us today. James Stevens should be there. His father should be in level 3 almost.
I'll be at level 2 by the end of the day.
See, you see that? And how long you been in? How long you been in now, Darren?
Today is working my way up to being the 7th day, so I'm still on my 6th day at the moment because of the time.
Wow,
frame,
haven't even been in a complete week yet. You hear that, folks? So this is how our team is moving. We had 14 signups yesterday. That was astounding, astounding. I don't know if any other team out there, I hear about 13 teams, I believe, in terms of in one day. I don't know if anyone had that many most recently.
No, we're the only team that's had that many people sign up in one day.
We're averaging about 5 or 6 people a day on our team. And guess what? We're just getting started, folks. That's amazing. A lot of us haven't even been in a week. It'll be a week for me this coming Thursday. So I've already cycled in 4 days. I cycled once already. Darren cycled in 3 days. His father in 3 days. James in 3 days. Now let me tell you about something. We had a guy from Texas, and he had a team with him. He cycled in 1 day. 1 day. He brought his team. He was already over in level 1. That's how fast it happened. So if you got somebody that got a team and they're all ready to go, if you got a structure of yourself, 2 people, and they're 2 each, and they're all ready to go, it can happen in 1 day. I wouldn't be surprised, Darren and other people here that's with us, that's happening on our team. That can happen on our team.
That's cooking with gas.
Yes. Because I haven't even gotten with some heavy hitter people out there yet, but I'm going after them as soon as I can talk to them. my friend Randy Wilson, I'm gonna have a private Zoom with him pretty soon. I talked to Pitsy, his personal assistant. I'm gonna have, hopefully, I think he's back in town. Hopefully I can get with him today sometime, hopefully. But
Yes, I was about asking you about getting in touch with Randy.
oh yeah, yeah. Randy's a good friend of mine because you know, we have had private Zooms. We have had conversation over the phone. You know, he lives in California, about across on the other part. He lives on the West Coast. I live on the East Coast of the United States. But we're good friends, so he has a bigger following than I do. So I'm hoping I can convince him because we listen to each other. I know that he will at least come to look at it. Whether he'll join, I believe he will when he sees the kind of amount of Bitcoin, because he currently is not any opportunity right now that you can get Bitcoin at that rate that fast. Okay? I'm looking at Darren and his father, his brother, and his father. I'm looking at them to be at level 6 by maybe September, October at the latest. We were thinking about December. If we keep going at this rate, it's gonna happen for them, and I'm gonna be right after them. I probably should be at level 6 by maybe November or December, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So, folks, that's pretty much the presentation. If anyone got any questions, you can answer this right now. Whether you are already a member or not, you may say, I'm not clear on something, or could you explain that to me or something? Anyone got any questions right now? Just, see if you can unmute yourself.
Okay, my question, Stephen.
Yes.
In the feeder level, does everything you make in the feeder level, is it equivalent for you to upgrade yourself to level 1, or there is something you can withdraw?
Well, what happens when you first pay your fee of 0.056 for everyone in that, all of your whole team, as I go over, then my first 2 go over, then I start to earn 10% off both of them. And then when theirs comes over, when they there, then they're gonna earn 10% over there too. So you're earning money from feeder come up. When you move over to level 1, that's when it started happening for you. You enter a fee, you come in, this opportunity at 0.56, and as you move from feeder level over to level 1, as you move over, your person comes over, the 2 people come over, you make 10% off each one. That's the one way you get paid. Then they do the same thing, they get 10% off their people. That's the 10% off each of your first 2. And you get a cycle bonus of the second way is the cycle bonus is 0.05. And then you get the level 1 of 0.0167 for a total of about, let's see here. Hold on a minute. I was trying to go to.
I'll just correct you on that one there, Stephen.
Would you correct me? Go ahead.
Okay, so when you're in the Bitcoin feeder and you build your team, okay, when you have 6 people that have come in underneath you, you will move over to level 1. Okay, you won't receive any funds when you go straight to level 1. Okay, when your first downline comes over is when you start making your first 10%.
Correct.
When the second person comes over, you make another 10%. Okay, you don't get your 0.0167 until all 6 people have come over to level 1 to be with you. Because when you cycle out from level 1 to level 2, is where you get your cycle bonus.
Okay.
Because you got to realize that 0.0167 that you're getting is going towards to help you move from level 1 to level 2 when you're ready to go.
Right.
Because when you go to level 2 is when you get your big payout of 0.005, which is about $600-700 depending on what Bitcoin is at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Thank you so much, Darren. You're exactly right with everything you just stated.
Yes.
So I hope, Jerry, you heard all that, because so that's the key thing. You know, bringing all your people over to a certain area and on this board from level 1 to level 2 to all the way down to level 6. And it happens that same way on each level he just stated. Okay. Anyone got any other questions?
Okay, I get that. So does it mean I'm not going to withdraw anything until I get to stage 6 or level 6?
No. You can withdraw even at level 1, but let me point this out to you. We highly recommend that you don't take out hardly anything out until you get to level 2, because you need to have enough to get to level 2, which is 0.05. Now you're gonna have more than just, by the time you get over there, you're gonna have more than just that 0.05. But we want to make sure that you have enough so that you're not taking that out of your own wallet, your own individual wallet. Now, if you got a lot of Bitcoin, then you can do it. Like I got a guy in Texas that got $30,000 in Bitcoin. He can take his out of level 1 and still have enough to go in level 2. But none of us don't have it like that. So I recommend don't be taking a lot of your money out of level 1, and then you can't even get to level 2 to pay into level 2. When you get level 2, that's when you probably need to start. You can probably take a little out, but you still got to have enough to go to level 3. Remember, you always go ahead.
Much easier if you almost just forget about it until you're at a certain level, because you need enough to level up.
Exactly. That's what I'm basically saying. What Dinah just stated. Got to have enough.
And basically forget about this until you like, aside from advertising for it. But it's easier if you don't have it on your mind.
Exactly. Folks, I know all this money excites a lot of people, and I know you need it. But you gotta be patient. You're gonna earn this Bitcoin. This is not talking about 2 years, 1 year, you can get to level 6. Literally, you can get to level 6 in 4 to 6 months. So we're talking about the second part. We already half of this year over. You know, you saw how fast that those first 6 months went by. So we're gonna be looking a lot of us gonna look very good, even before Christmas. But by Christmas, a lot of us gonna look very, very good in Bitcoin. Your life is gonna be start changing actually before then. I'll say by October, November, a lot of you gonna be in 5 figures. 5 figures in income in Bitcoin, at least for here in the United States and Canada, and maybe also in Australia. But in Naira, oh gosh, y'all gonna be in 6 figures because Naira is different type of currency. So, folks, any more questions? If there are no questions, go ahead, Donna.
I just had to unmute myself. I started talking when I realized that I was still muted. So.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I just have a simple question as to whether or not we will receive an email regarding when we level up.
Oh, do you know about that, Darren?
What was that again?
Will we receive an email when we level up?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I really don't know. I don't want to say no or yes, but I've never heard anyone getting that.
I know you get an email stating that you got a new referral. So I'm guessing you probably would get one when you level up.
Good.
I know that when you do start leveling up and starting to earn, you're going to get these posters here done by Mr. Toy, Nara's cousin, he does these for us and put your country flag there. They're really nice. And these are some people that's already starting the cycle that's ahead of us. They started just about a week, or maybe a week or two before us, just a week or two. When I saw this, I just was scrolling on the homepage of Facebook, and I didn't know what it was. But I said, what is this? Because I knew Juzanne, I knew Lucy Brown, I knew Syringe, I knew these people. And I said, wow. So when Joe told me about this, this is what it is. Is ABB, Autobtcbuilder.
Joe
Right
and
now,
I,
go ahead.
Joe and I were talking this afternoon, and well, my afternoon, but he said something about maybe us meeting in New Zealand for Christmas, like at the Christmas time.
Oh yeah, that would be neat.
Basically for a celebration.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Actually, when I go over that way, I would not even go over that way now unless I went to Australia, because they're not far away.
Yeah,
and I know
he'd asked me to organize it. Like, so it's, yeah, I'm getting ideas.
that'd be neat. That'd be neat. That'd be great, because we'll all have enough income to do it. You know, we'll all have it.
It'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun, because I already talked to Joe and his family about that. I want to come over there. I've been talking about that almost 6 months to a year ago, but I just needed to have the income to do so.
Yeah.
You know. So so anyway, anyone got any other questions? If not, I don't think we have anyone here new. I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna stop screen sharing right now.
Do you have anything written down about the 18.2 BTC? Like, I don't quite understand all that.
Well, the 18.2 is a combination of everything in that level, as well as from all the way down from the beginning of the whole levels. It's it's all of it together.
So even though we get paid at each level, that we still get that much more of a bonus?
Yeah, we get that too. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will explain it to you, Diane.
Yeah, he's gonna explain it.
I'll explain it now. The way that it works is that for every level that you go into, okay, you're the first person that jumps into that new level, and when you jump into that new level, it opens up a new matrix to the level that you've just left. Okay, so as you go through the process, you would have seen on Stephen's page he had two matrices, both one in the feeder and both in the level 1. Now what happens is that when Stephen's downline gets to their point where they can join him in level 1, they not only show up in level 1, but they also show up in the Bitcoin feeder. So you're literally filling up both matrices at the same time. And as you fill them up at the same time, when he cycles out of level 1, he's also cycled out of the Bitcoin feeder because he's filled up that matrix as well. So as you keep going through the stages, you're filling up new matrices that are created from the level below you as well. So as you go through the stages and get up to level 6, you'll realize that you'll have 5 other matrices, all the same thing as what you've got right there now on Stephen's screen. But as soon as your first person that's in your direct downline joins you on level 6, you will see that every single position that person is going to be on in all 6 matrices. He'll be right through from your Bitcoin feeder right through to your level 6 because he's joined you. Now, when the other person joins you, you'll notice that he'll pop up on all 6 of your matrices as well. Okay? And that's where your 10% comes in from your 2 direct downlines. When those 2 people get their people to join them, they show up in yellow on the bottom line. And they show up on every single matrix that you're in. So when you come out of level 6, this is the reason why you get 18.2 Bitcoin, is because you're getting paid from level 6 all the way down to the Bitcoin feeder, because they combine all 6 together to pay you out, and then they also bring you back in to start the matrix all over again.
Is that 18.2 in addition to the 4.05?
No, that 18.2 is everything. So you're getting your 12.15 for cycling into level 6. Okay. But when you've got all your people that have joined you into level 6 and you cycle out, all in total, it comes to 18.2 Bitcoin in total that you receive when you go out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And you got to realize is that out of that 18.2 Bitcoin, all as you're having taken out of that is enough for you to recycle back into the Bitcoin feeder to start all over again. But the best
that we could afford it by then.
Yeah, and by the and the best thing about it is even when you go back into the Bitcoin feeder, you're not losing the people behind you, because as they come through, they join you in the feeder again, right underneath you where you started from when you first started.
Very nice.
And it's also a point to note.
The only time that someone doesn't follow you is if they decide to take all their money out and they do not have enough to cycle through. Then the person that's below them, if they cycle through, what they do is that they actually take that person's spot. So they jump ahead. So that's why it's really crucial that when you go through the stages that you do not take out the amount of money that you need to cycle through to the next stage, because we don't want people to be pushed out of their position for someone who's got all their Bitcoin to be able to cycle through to the next stage.
Okay, I do have a question that because of the rotator, that are the people in our group, like in the group that is below us, coming from like us or the people above us, or can it be worldwide?
Me worldwide.
From all the everyone.
Yeah, because we have at the moment there are 11 teams that are doing the same thing as what we're doing. Okay, and they're like these American, Australian, New Zealand. I think there's a Nigerian team that I think has been done as well. So there's 11 teams that have all got the same structure as what we're doing.
Can people from their matrix, can they jump over to ours?
Oh, yeah, they can if they've got spillovers.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That makes it so much easier.
That's why I'm saying it's like if, my dad, because my dad, all right, now, when he came in and because he went through at a faster rate, what had happened is that he actually pushed someone in the other group, like in the whānau group where all the ladies are, he actually pushed one person back down because he cycled through a lot faster than what she did, because he got his amount of people faster. So if you get people underneath you that push you through the matrix faster, you potentially could push someone from another team out of the 11 teams that they got above them. You can push them down one because you've pushed yourself faster. So Dad is the fastest person to go from the Bitcoin feeder to level 2 within a week. No one's done it within a week yet.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, it is. And it's like with me, if I get my last lot of people today, that's me done, gone through the Bitcoin feeder to level 2 within a week as well. So it just shows you how fast we are moving in this system, in our team. We are moving at a phenomenal rate where people are cycling in and out within 3 days from the Bitcoin feeder to level 1. And then within about 4 days, maybe 4.5 days later, you're almost getting to the point where you're cycling into level 2.
So almost in 2
So if
weeks.
you do,
2 weeks,
Yep,
you'll
so-
be there.
yeah. So if you do your calculations, okay, each person needs 6 people to cycle through a level. All right. So if we're averaging 6 people per day, okay, that's 42 people per week. Because we run 7 days a week, 365 days a year, we do these presentations every day. You know, the amount of people that we can possibly bring is quite a lot per day. So if we did another 14 people today, that's 2 more people that would have automatically cycled through out of their level to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do that every day, 2 sevens, that's 14 people within a week that are cycled from one level to the next.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
just remember, you know, there are more things to come later on down the track, because as you know that the Bitcoin feeder for the $15 is only going to be around for probably about another month or so before that
That's
gets
right.
taken away,
That's right.
because they're actually looking at bringing in another level into the ABB.
Which you think beyond level 6? Is that what you think?
So what they're doing, so what you've got at the moment is all those levels that you've got at the moment, they'll push up as one, and it'll be like a new Bitcoin feeder, because as you know, with Bitcoin rising, okay, for people to come in at 0.0056, if Bitcoin goes up to 20, 30,000, okay, that 0.0056 could end up possibly costing people anywhere between $500 to $1,000 to come in. Okay, so
That takes it out of the affordability section.
Yep. So what they're doing is that they're getting rid of that $15 one, and they're bringing in another one to replace the feeder, and still keep it at what the price is now for people to come in. They want
So
to
they
make
still
sure
keep
that
it affordable.
they want to make sure that everyone can afford to get into the Bitcoin feeder for the ABB, and then go through the stages again. So they reckon that could get up to 7 stages.
No, that's why it's so important that we try to build. This is all about team building. We build it really fast now. Get as many people we can get in as quick as possible. You know.
Yep.
So we'll pass even feeder level. We're already in level 1 and then on. But not everybody's going to be with. You know. I know a lot of us know some of the same people, and we know different people too. But it is going to be. I believe our team going to probably be one of the largest teams of the group.
Well, we're definitely going to be the best.
Oh, no question. No question. We already got quality people here already. Right here in this Zoom. A lot of us know a lot of people.
And I know that a lot of people are still struggling with their mindset, with the scarcity, abundance, and things like that. This will help ease them into the proper mindset.
Well, I talked to Naira about doing, see, I know we into the matrix and all those things. I talked about doing some training, that I can do some training on those type of things for people. Because I know that people in parts of Africa, they're going to probably, they talk about abundance, but they really, not really mentally about it. They've been in a
don't have any reference points to it.
It's not going to be easy to switch people's minds, but we got to try to get them off of that mindset that they have, because the mindset is the reason why they're in the situation they're in their lives.
Absolutely. We are the creators of our own realities.
That's what it is.
Personal reality is personality.
Do you know every millionaire I've personally talked to, face to face, that person told me the one thing they had to change is the way they always have been. That you have to change the way you think, the way you have always been. I had to change that thought process in order to be where I am now. Every one of them was consistently said that to me.
I listen to a lot of Joe Dispenza, and he is amazing when it comes to mindset reality.
Mm-hmm. See, I've done, you know, you like me, we're self-taught. We can go out and get information to help us. Some people don't have that proactive mindset to go out and try to do things to make them better. I'm just happy to be one of those individuals. I don't wait around for other people to teach me things. I've learned it myself.
Well, there are people that are actually thrown back by abundance because it's almost like the holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit field, and that's when they stop it for themselves.
Yeah.
When they get scared of affluence, or when they get scared of wealth, some people might think that it's weird, but it does happen.
Yeah. People block their own blessings all the time. They do it every day to themselves. They don't even know they're doing it.
Well, that's why we say that we're our own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to look for a word.
Mm.
Anyway, yeah, we are our own enemies when it comes to that.
Yeah, we are. We just gotta we gotta change some of our thought processes and think about more positive things in our life and where we want to be.
Visualize.
That's why I said it's not bad to dream, to think about the things you want to experience in life, because you never think about it, you'll never be about it.
Well, if you can conceive it and believe it, you will achieve it.
Exactly.
Mindset.
Exactly. So anyway, folks, I guess this is the end of our presentation. We don't have anybody here. Everyone here are people that have already, I thought I would have some more people from Africa, but I'm thinking that's going to happen. Some days we're not going to have as many, and some days we're going to have more. I understand that, so I'm okay with it.
I'll give up my spot, I promise.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Stephen.
You're quite welcome. I'm